Hi, my name is Jamal Bradshaw, and this is my video post. For my video post, I will be talking about the human rights defender training that we did. Honestly, there's a lot to be said about it. I feel like that training, though it was long, I definitely learned a lot. One of the takeaways that I got was it only takes one person to really care and start a movement, and it is freedom of expression to do so. I think learning that from the training, it really did sink in that we are so lucky. Like we are in a country where, when we see injustice, we can speak up against it. I feel like when you think about countries like North Korea, which is like a place where if you say anything, really against the government, they can literally put you in prison. And so for us to literally be in this country where we not only can speak up against our own government, but we can speak up against other governments as well, it really does put in that perspective that we honestly should be doing more. Like, I think sometimes we see things in the paper or we see things online or TikTok or just social media in general. And we just say, oh, okay, well, it's not our problem. But it's the fact that there are people who literally don't even they don't even get to say anything. I think essentially we as future social workers should be doing more to advocate for people who are in these situations, who are literally going to jail for things that they didn't even do anything wrong. Um, Another big takeaway is that a symbol for resistance is sometimes needed to get the attention of people to pay attention to the cause of the people fighting for the cause. And so with that, I think, how often do you think, I think we sometimes think that we can't make an impact, but it's a fact. It's really just the fact that you showing up to a rally, you showing up to something at City Hall, or just and sometimes you just posting online is enough to spark something in people. People sometimes don't know what's going on, and you just taking that first step to fight back against whatever your the cause is. I think it really does help, especially make change. It really made me really think about back in the civil rights era where people were boycotting. That is something that it caused a lot of it gained a lot of attention, and because of that, people started to speak up, people started chiming in, you have people in the government chiming in. And I think that is something to really think about. If we really want to see change in this world, sometimes it does require you kind of going outside of your comfort zone to make it happen. And then lastly, I think just the overall work that the UN does. I feel like for the longest time I did not know what the UN did. I knew that they got together in crises, but I didn't necessarily know that they actually are the, I guess, the voices for everyone. They essentially get to decide what are rights for each country and what does that look like when one country does not want to help another country. So I think for me, it made me really think dang, how cool would it be to work for the UN and be able to be a voice, not just for my country, but then also be hey, I see what you guys are doing over there in this country. Have you guys ever thought about this, or what does this look like in your country? But yeah, I think yeah, overall the training was good and it was very much well needed. Thank you.